Get ready, set, go.
There's this thing on I can never get enough volume.
Enough volume.
It's just a little bit rushed, but we're in a little bit of a different situation than the way we normally record it.
A lot different situation.
As you can say, we're not filming, we're taping on location, I guess you could say.
Of a campsite in Pleasant Creek, West Virginia.
That's exactly right. We have this tradition of every Memorial Day weekend,
Yes.
we go camping. We've had it since, when did you say earlier that it was?
2016. I remember that because that was, well, that's kind of a long story. But anyway, yeah, 2016 is when I remember because we had that little Chevy Cruise. Remember that
That's
little?
right,
And we
yeah.
got lost as all get out up there in the mountains.
Yeah.
On there.
Up there in the Monongahela National Forest.
Yes.
Up,
Oh,
up
my
past
goodness.
Elkins.
Dude, we were lost. I mean, dude, that's a story and a half. But man, we were lost for, probably a good 3 hours. And honestly, we were actually on the next mountain over, away from you guys.
Yeah.
Because you gave me some directions or whatever, and of course, I can't really follow those all that well. so I'm lost as can be. We're like over on the next mountain or whatever. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and we just had bought this little Chevy Cruise, and so we bought this
That
little
was a
cruise.
nice car though. I mean, it wasn't like a crappy car. It looked nice.
It really wasn't. It looked nice. It ran good. It got great gas mileage. Wish I still had it now. But it was just a bare bones car. But it had OnStar because they give you like that 3 months
yeah.
free or whatever.
Yep.
And so we had that, and they gave us, it was kind of like, well, we won't charge you this time, and so we're like, we are as lost as can be. We know we're supposed to be close to a Walmart because you said you're going to pass a Walmart.
Yep, you passed one. Yep.
Start moving up that road, whatever. Okay, so then we got back to that Walmart there, and then the rest was history. But that was a great weekend, though, man. Your dad was there.
Yeah.
Your mom, she had that little pop-up camper.
Yep.
That was amazing. And I was hooked. Mariah was hooked. And that was the telltale, because I remember I told you, I was like, dude, this will probably be my first and last camping trip with you. And you're like, what? And I was like, Mariah's going to hate it.
Well, we had never really went camping together before that, had we?
Me and you did back in Fort Ashby back when we was like, you were probably,
yes.
I think
That's
you were
well before I was married, yeah.
Yeah, you were probably like 16,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was, 13, 14, So we went camping, and we stuck it out, and I loved it. But I always wanted to go back. And then you would always tell me about these camping trips you took with your mom and dad and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, I want to go. And you're like, well, come on up. So we did, and then Mariah was hooked. And then once she was hooked, it was just a tradition from there on. So we've done it ever since 2016.
It's really one of our camping trips is what started off this podcast.
That's exactly how it started off.
Because this right here, and the reason we're kind of firing this up, we're standing beside a truck right now.
Plugged into it. Yeah, exactly how we're doing it. Yeah.
My Chevy pickup has an AC adapter, and so we were able to plug the podcast rig in. And so we're standing here. We do both have our own sets of headphones.
We do, actually. It's quite professional, actually.
But we don't have any
burgers to be made, so that we thought we'd come down here and do this.
we don't have any place to sit, so we're standing here and I'm passing a mic back and forth like I'm an ABC correspondent on nightly news.
So what do you think about this? It's like, oh man.
But so last year we went to go do this camping trip. We went to go to Cheat Mountain.
Oh my God.
And I remember we tried to convince the ladies that it was going to rain
Yes.
all frickin' weekend.
Yes, because we stopped at your house.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yep.
We were at your house, and me and you were both like, ladies, it's going to rain. It's
gonna be bad.
All weekend. And it's going to be cold. It's not just it's going to be rain. It's going to be cold.
Yep.
We want to go camping. We've done it since 2016. Let's go camping. So we're like, all right, let's do it. So we go up there. Sunday? We're like, this is miserable.
Yep.
We are done.
Yep.
You can stay here if you want to, but we are done.
Well, normally it takes a team of 1,000 horses to drag us out of the woods when we're camping. That time there, I could not wait.
Dude,
I couldn't
we were
wait to get
dragging the
off.
horses.
We shot the horses and we're running.
Yeah, we're like, we're done. We're out.
Yeah.
So was it that night?
Well, we came back and me and you had been talking for a couple months about, hey, we should start a podcast.
Yes, you're
And
right. You're right.
I remember my thoughts on it were, well, everybody's already got a podcast.
Yes.
And what are we going to say that's even entertaining anyways?
Absolutely.
Because I don't look at myself as, let's be honest, I'm not an interesting individual.
Me neither. I'm definitely not.
We tried the whole YouTube video thing back in the day.
Oh my, we look like fools.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only thing that I think we got out of the YouTube videos was just endless cases of douche chills when I rewatch them.
Oh my, is there ever? I mean, some of that stuff was funny though.
Yeah, there was some of it that wasn't
some
bad.
funny stuff that we did, and
I think we both probably have faces for radio.
Absolutely.
So when people maybe when they hear my voice, they picture a very handsome, debonair gentleman. Let's be honest.
I doubt it.
I guess I do have the.
There you go.
So we come back early, and I just happen to have a microphone you plug into a USB on your computer, and we started it that night. So it was this.
We did 2 or 3 episodes in just that night alone.
We recorded 2 that night. Yeah,
2 that night because it was so much fun.
It was a blast.
It was exciting. We were laughing. I mean, we were just all into it. It was great, and
I didn't hardly want to stop.
No, I didn't either. I think the reason we did was it got kind of late, and we're like, I'm tired, and it's starting to show.
Yes. Me and you get. Well, let's be honest. When we get together, I have to be. I'm ashamed of some of the things I say.
Dude, I have to go home and pray. Once we get done, oh man,
I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the things I struggle with. Is okay, you cross the line, Phil.
Yeah.
But then when we get tired, it goes times 10.
Yes.
And so it was a good thing that we stopped.
Hey,
we
babe.
stopped recording when we did. We have.
He hooked us up.
We've got somebody's invading our mobile studio.
Our mobile.
Letting us be involved. Wow.
Well, honestly, we're just doing a quick thing right here, and then we're going to cut it out. I'll tell you what, my wife is such a great woman. I'll tell you. What'd she say?
I have no idea.
But-
Probably glad we didn't hear that.
Probably so.
But we started it that night and had a great time.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, we didn't miss a week.
No, we didn't, man. I mean, we were consistent.
Yeah.
But I think with everything that's new, it's like a new toy,
Yeah.
And it's not fizzled out. It's not like we don't do them anymore. But there's times that I just can't do it. You
Right.
know. And sometimes your wife can't do it. Sometimes my wife can't do it.
Well, there's times I can't do it, and then that's when we miss.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But like you always say, you're like, man, we're not making millions at this. If we
Right.
miss a week, we can jump back into it. Let's regroup. Let's hit it next week. And so it works out good.
Now, we do like to make the joke that we don't make money doing this, which is not completely the case. I did see, I suppose it's all right to go ahead and say, we did make $50 last year, which is the most I've ever made off anything I've made in my, just putting stuff together in a bedroom, whether it be music or videos or whatever. And so,
Well, we will be able to go to McDonald's now.
yes, we could go to McDonald's maybe 3 times.
Maybe. Not with the way I eat.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's been fun.
It has been.
It's been a lot of fun. I don't plan on stopping at any time. I mean,
No.
after we started sinking some money in this gear, I was like, all right, this has got to be a long-term thing.
Yeah.
Or this stuff was designed for podcasting. If it's not for podcasting, it sits and collects dust.
Yes, exactly.
But,
Exactly.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
It's been a blast. It really has. And it's hard to believe that, honestly, it is hard to believe 1 year.
1 year, and we've almost hit 50 episodes, too.
That's not bad.
It's not bad
That's
at all.
not bad at all.
I can't remember which one our most popular one was. I think it was... I know the one with David Eicher was very, very popular. I think the one, of course, with Natalie Edmondson and Brian Holiness, that one was a big one. She has a decent following, and man, her star is on the rise. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we caught her maybe right before she's not gettable anymore. As far as her interviews.
I think you might be right about that. When we first started this, I kind of thought it was going to be one of those things to where it was just, we try to make it funny. Maybe try to relate with some people that, you can be a Christian and you can have fun. You don't have to be sober all the time,
Right.
And, but it's kind of went in a totally different direction. It really, we try to be funny and uplifting and, encouraging and whatever. But really we go for we've been hitting some more deep stuff.
Yeah.
That when I'm done, I'm like, ugh, I just want to rip somebody's head off.
Yeah.
It's like,
You feel like you need to take a shower or something after it's done.
Exactly. So.
But we have got some, and maybe our next episode that we set everybody down and do one, we should go over some of the comments and stuff that we've got over the past year about, we've had some people tell us that, we should tame it down a little bit, which I think we talked about that. And then we've had others say, hey, you're hitting right exactly where I need, and or you guys are making me laugh like crazy, and then you're making me mad as well, talking about these instances. So maybe we should go over that and just cover some of those comments.
I think it would be good to go over the comments and stuff, and I think we're reaching a totally different crowd than what
we intended to, maybe.
Yes, and I think that the people are like, maybe tone it down a little bit. I'm like, we're not really reaching the crowd. Tone it down for who?
Yeah.
Because the people we're talking to, or the people that are maybe listening, like hate listening,
I think there is a lot of that.
I think there is. I do too. And we're not going to change their minds.
No.
And I'm not necessarily trying to. I'm trying to help, me personally, I'm trying to help the ones that have been kind of spit out.
Right.
And are looking for someone that is trying to nurture them, trying to help them, trying to, and so, tone it down. I mean, I'm tired of people toning it down.
Right. It's time. Well, we kind of have our own way of looking at things, I guess. We take dark stuff, we get really crazy with it. Mm-hmm. Because my opinion is you can either sit and cry about it or you can make a joke out of it. It doesn't mean that we're trying to be disrespectful.
No.
But sometimes you just got to laugh to keep from crying.
Joke about it. Joke your way through instead of crying about it. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree with you more.
But anyways, I figured we'd just come record a short little hit. Maybe, I don't know if we can get the girls later on to join in, or if they're probably getting ready for bed. It's getting, I don't know, it's almost 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. They're actually making burgers. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Okay, well, maybe
they're slapping the burgers.
Maybe it's time to go get some burgers and see, make myself a little bit fatter.
Yes, amen to that.
Working on my radio image.
I got that body for radio.
All right. Well, if we fire it back up, I guess you'll hear us. If not, thanks for listening for a year. Appreciate it very much. It means the world to me.
Yes.
It's kind of humbling when I see some of those numbers roll in.
Yes.
It's great.
It is. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
For sure.
Keep listening. We're going to keep doing it.
Yep.